Canopy. Class 5. Social Studies. Lesson 1. The globe, a model of the earth. The shape of the earth. The earth, as you know, is round, but when you look around you, it appears to be flat. In fact, long ago everyone believed that the earth was flat. They believed that if we traveled to the edges, we would fall off. The earth appears flat to us because the earth is so much bigger than us. We can only see short distances at a time. To see the curving surface of the earth, you would have to climb very high into the sky. For example, if you were to fly into the sky in a rocket, you would soon be able to see the earth curving away into the distance. The large size of the earth makes it difficult for us to study it as a whole. Geographers have developed different means of representing the earth on a smaller scale to make its study easy. Two important tools that we use for this purpose are globes and maps. The globe. The globe is a small model of the earth. It shows us the shape and location of the continents, oceans, and seas on a smaller scale. It also shows the shape and location of countries and the location of important cities. You can only see half the globe at one time. However, you can turn the globe around to see the other half. It can be turned around a line passing through it. This line is called the axis. The axis is not straight. It is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees. The earth constantly rotates or turns around its axis of rotation. The earth's axis too is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees to the vertical. The axis of rotation of the globe is similar to that of the earth. The north and south poles. The two end points of the axis of rotation are called the poles. To the north is the North Pole and to the south is the South Pole. The northern and southern hemispheres. Midway between the poles is an imaginary line circling the earth. It is called the equator. It divides the earth into two equal halves called the hemispheres. To the north of the equator is the northern hemisphere and to the south of the equator is the southern hemisphere. Latitudes and longitudes. To locate places on the globe, horizontal and vertical lines are drawn on it. The horizontal lines are drawn parallel to the equator. Like the equator, they go around the earth. They are known as latitudes or parallels. The vertical lines are semicircles that run from the North Pole to the South Pole. They are called longitudes or meridians. Latitudes and longitudes are marked in degrees and minutes. 60 minutes equal 1 degree. Marking latitudes. The equator is marked 0 degrees. The North Pole is 90 degrees north and the South Pole is 90 degrees south. Thus, the latitude of a place tells you how far north or south a place is from the equator. For example, a place with a latitude of 45 degrees north is located in the northern hemisphere midway between the equator and the North Pole. A place with a latitude of 60 degrees north is further north. There are 180 degrees of latitude in all, and there are 90 degrees of latitude in the northern hemisphere and 90 degrees of latitude in the southern hemisphere. Features of latitudes. Latitudes run parallel to each other in the east-west direction. They are at an equal distance from each other. All of them form complete circles except the north and south poles, which are points. The latitudes decrease in length as you move from the equator to the poles. Important latitudes. Other than the equator and poles, there are 4 other important latitudes. They are Tropic of Cancer at 23.5 degree north, Arctic Circle at 66.5 degree north, Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 degrees south, Antarctic Circle at 66.5 degrees south. Marking longitudes. The longitude running through the Old Royal Observatory at Greenwich near London is marked 0 degrees. It is called the Greenwich Meridian or the Prime Meridian. There are 360 degrees of longitude, 180 degrees of longitude east of the Prime Meridian and 180 degrees of longitude west of the Prime Meridian. The 180 degree east and 180 degree west longitudes meet and form a single line on the opposite side of the world called the 180 degree longitude or the international date line. Thus, the longitude of a place tells you how much east or west of the Greenwich Meridian the place is located. Features of longitudes. The lines of longitude are semicircles that run from one pole to the other pole. They run in a true north-south direction. They are spaced farthest apart at the equator and come together to a point at the poles. The latitudes and longitudes cut each other at right angles. The global grid. The latitudes and longitudes together form a network of lines or a grid on the globe. This is known as the global grid. If we know the longitude and latitude of a place, we can locate it accurately on the global grid.